I do about 90% of my operations portable when I'm out HF having some fun, playing radio. And a lot of it I've done sitting right here in the front seat of my Jeep. It's a comfortable spot, especially when it's raining or snowing or cold or overly hot or what have you. So I've got a lot of different ways I've done that over the years. One easy way I did it, especially when I was in Rhode Island, I had a beach I could drive right up to, and I would put the antenna out on the beach even when it was snowing or lightly snowing or whatever, and run the coax into the cabin here of the Jeep and operate. Another thing I've used a whole lot, is I have a really cool drive-on flagpole holder that you drive on. I drive on the front wheel with it, and then I can put a mast or whatever in that and operate, put antennas up that way. Also a tripod, it's simple as that. I've just put a tripod out in front of the Jeep or right beside the front tire there and run a wire in. There's one thing that I've never done that I want to go do right now. I just got it. I've been saying it for a long time. I was going to get a trailer hitch flagpole holder or mast holder, and so I got one. I got a really cool heavy duty trailer hitch flagpole holder from DX Engineering, and I've got it, and I'm heading over to Virginia Beach. Just a quick run here from my house. It's afternoon, late afternoon, evening, what have you, and I'm going to put it up now. With this thing, it's really cool because I could just use a pole like a DX Commander pole or something like that and put a wire on it if I wanted to. I've done, that's kind of how I've done vertical dipoles that way. But another thing though is I have a really cool mast. Matter of fact, it's right here. I have the DX Engineering 25-foot fiberglass mast, sturdy and heavy duty. I've used it to put up a bunch of different stuff over the last year or so, and I've also used it for the little hex beam I have, the POTA beam. So I've got an antenna I'm going to put up. I'm going to put a dipole, a telescopic whip dipole up with it. I'll probably be 100, maybe 200 meters away from the ocean. I won't be right on the ocean, but it's a hot day right now. It's kind of hot, miserable, sticky. There's people all over the beach. Going out there and putting up an antenna would be kind of tough, so I won't be able to do that. But I'm going to stick this thing up. I'm going to put the trailer hitch mast holder in, stick this mast in. I'm going to have to modify it, probably take the bottom section off so it'll be more like a 21-foot mast, and I'm going to put a dipole up on it. So let's head to Virginia Beach. Come along. And we are here, my favorite spot, First Landing State Park, and wow, I've got the entire, look around behind me here, I've got the entire parking lot to myself, which is crazy. I usually see a lot of POTA activators will just park here and activate POTA instead of going over the dune here, where I operate just over the dune and park here. Picnic tables, people come out here. So this is First Landing State Park, which is US 1299. Before we get set up, before I put the trailer hitch pole holder on or mast holder on, big news, man. I have merch. People were asking me, Walt, when are you going to put some merch on the channel? And I've always wanted to do it. I just didn't want to do it in a cheap way. So I went the hard route, but the best route. I hired a professional artist that does artwork for local surf shops here up and down the Mid-Atlantic coast here. He's got a lot of experience in surfwear, surf shop stuff, and I've got a couple shirts that are available now, and they're distributed from Fourth Wall, a nice company, so I don't sell them myself, so if there's any issue, you're going to go through them to get it. But they're really nice. I've got two designs. One is called the crab, the Stay Salty crab, available in white, nice t-shirt, all sizes from extra small to 4X. And then also another one, my favorite, I really like this, is the Crank Up the Saltwater Amplifier Dolphin. This one is available in sea green there. So if you're interested, I'll put the link below for my merch. And there you go, a couple of shirts. More is coming, really is. But I wanted to do it right. I didn't want to use cheap AI garbage. I wanted these to be just like I would see at a surf shop, stuff like I like to wear. So anyway, links below if you're interested in Coastal Ways and Wires. We'll call it Salty Walt Surf Shop there, and a couple shirts left. All right, here we go. Let's get set up. getting this thing set up is really easy. I've already got a receiver for a trailer hitch in the back of my Jeep. So if you've got a vehicle that has one, this is real super easy. Just slide it in and pin it in just like you would any other removable hitch. Pops right in, and it was nice. So with that said, I also have my 25-foot DX Engineering 25-foot telescopic fiberglass mast. I've got it complete. I've got the cam locks, the clamps, but what I had to do, the bottom of that wouldn't fit in. So what I have to do here is take the bottom, it slides right off, just undo the bottom part, slide it off, and now basically I have a, since they're 4-foot sections, it's a 21-foot telescopic fiberglass mast, but it fits in there perfectly, fits right in the receiver, the flagpole, or what we'll call the mast receiver off the back of the trailer hitch there. So it's awesome, easy setup. That trailer hitch also, the mast holder, it has a pin in it. You can pull it and it'll drop down 90 degrees. So you wouldn't, if you're putting up a bigger antenna, you wouldn't have to just keep going up and down with the mast. You could just tilt it over, adjust, and then tilt it back up. So pretty easy, but getting this thing up was easy. And here's how I built it, just using the Scout XF base. I have also just got the REZ Antenna Systems Universal Mast Mount. So I just clamped it right on the top of the mast. The top of the DX Engineering 25-foot mast is a 1-inch OD, or that's 25 millimeters for my metric friends and all the rest of the world, the smart people that don't use our American Imperial measuring system, but 1-inch OD. So put it right on, attach the Scout XF base to it, and then from there I just screwed in 2 REZ 17-foot telescopic whips. Now, I adjusted these things and played around looking for SWR and found out, and there's a pro tip if you're going to do this, the easiest thing ever was extended them fully all the way at 17 feet and ran the SWR, and it was perfect across the at least it was for me, across the 20-meter band, so it was really nice. But with that, I used the REZ CM7 common mode feed line choke just under the Scout, and I ran 50 feet of DX Engineering RGX8, the high visibility orange coax. I ran it down and then around the Jeep and then into the Jeep, so it was man, so all together, this thing just looks cool, really cool. I like how I can just by hand get out and rotate it around directionally and get direction that I want to get in as well. With that said, climbing in the Jeep using my Yaesu FT710, and this is the beauty of operating like this inside, like on a day, any day, a cold day, hot, hot day, whatever, just operating inside the Jeep, is that I can use a nicer, better radio. Not that I have carried this thing out on the beach before as well, but this is my nicest radio, or what I call my nicest field radio. So operating with that, here we go. Let's get on. Now, what I've done, I've already been up and down the bands. It is late afternoon, early evening here in the United States of America, and everything and anything above 14.225, the general section up there, is wall-to-wall, and I mean wall-to-wall POTA. So I jumped in, did a few park-to-parks, but I'm really out here to chase DX. Ran across my friend Stuart down at Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot down, he's on the beach actually, and up, I should say, in the Canadian Maritimes, which is really cool. So talked to him, told him what's going on. He's a DXer like myself, and after talking to Stuart, I started doing some hunting.
CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf Oscar.
Yeah, what's the intro there, Walt?
How you doing, man? Just been going up and down the dial looking for DX. It's a rough night for me here. I've got the Netherlands and Spain, and that's about it so far.
Yeah, I just actually got Argentina long pass. The guy was beaming over the Antarctic.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're getting close to the gray line. I may stick around a little bit, but from where I'm at right here in Virginia, it is wall-to-wall U.S. POTA.
Yeah, that's why I hang out up here. That's why I don't go into the general portion just for that reason.
Well, yesterday was a picture perfect winter's day here. I think it got up to about 20 degrees.
Oh my God, I'm hearing VK. It's almost 8 p.m. 8 p.m. here almost. And I never hear VK in the evening on 20 meters. This is great. He's in a rag tube with sound is like some north of me, but man, if I can make this contact, it'll make my whole day.
A picture perfect day yesterday. Sun shining today. Hey, kilowatt 4, Oscar, Golf Oscar. I see your nickname is Salty Walt. So, okay, no problems at all. Thanks for the report. Well, you're about in the clear about 5 and 6. I just changed some filtering, and I can hear you a little bit clearer now. I probably should, close enough. My antenna's pointed close enough to hear you. So I give you 5 and 6 in the clear, Walt. Kilo 4, Oscar Golf Oscar, Victor Kilo 2, Victor Radio Charlie. Over.
Yes, thank you so much for that report. Great to get a long path to VK. I usually speak to VK in the morning, short path. Great long path connection there, my friend. I'm portable 100 watt with a dipole aimed in your direction. Thank you so much for the contact. Have a great day as it is evening here. Good night from the USA. Good day there to you, my friend.
Yeah, okay, Walt, no problem at all. Yeah, 5 and 6, 56 on that transmission, and all copied on the dipole. So nice to hear using a 4-element monoband Yagi, pointed roughly in your direction on the long path. So nice to hear. We got some reasonable conditions without being fantastic today. The K index is fairly high and it's saying that it's unsettled. So I think we're getting some just the remnants of a solar flare, but that affects the signal just a little bit. But nice to hear. Thanks for giving me a call. Kilowatt 4, Oscar Golf Oscar, Victor Kilo 2, Victor Radio Charlie in Sydney. 73.
73, my friend. Thanks for the wonderful contact. Have a great day.
Enjoy your evening. 73.
Yes, those are the contacts I live for. Long path in the evening, the sun's going down. I got goosebumps, as I say, man. That was amazing. That makes my month to make that contact. Very, very rare for me. That's the first late evening long path contact with a dipole. Salty Walt with a dipole, Mr. Vertical with a dipole here in the corner of by the Chesapeake Bay and the Atlantic here, sitting in the Jeep with that long path to VK. Wow, all I can say is wow, man. I'm just blown away.